Yo, what up, friends? WBO lightweight title, and this is going to be two undefeated fighters. Abdullah Mason, 19-0 with 17 KOs versus Sam Noakes, 17-0 with 15 KOs. Skywalker, we'll start with you on this one. What are your thoughts on this fight?
Man, this is going to be a good fight, man. I think this is Abdullah Mason's toughest test in Sam Noakes as far as someone that's been in there and fought some good competition. And I got Abdullah Mason winning. I don't want to see him make mistakes like he has before. Maybe he's learned from making those mistakes. You know, sometimes fighters learn from shit that they mess up on. So we've seen him slip up before, right? And hopefully he takes this fight and just has good IQ with this, man, because, you know, a slip up could cost him the fight on this one.
You're not wrong, because real quick, I want you to keep on, but I wanted to say this because both fighters are very, very heavy hitters, 89 and 88% KO respectively. Continue, Skywalker.
Yeah. It's a good fight, man. Abdullah Mason's really young too, man. He's been learning on the job, and like I said, I've seen him slip up before. This is the fight not to slip up on. So I got Abdullah Mason. You know, sometimes, man, these heavy hitters, man, somebody's gonna go to sleep. So I'm gonna say Sam Noakes KO. Abdullah Mason's gonna knock out Sam Noakes by KO 7. If I have to pick a round, like we're doing in prediction league, I'll say
exactly.
Say round 7.
So round 7 for excuse me, for who?
Mason.
I apologize. Mason. Right, that's right. Okay, cool. All right. Papi Choon, what you got?
Yeah, man. That's gonna be a great fight. I mean, we really gonna be we're in for a treat for that fight. Sam Noakes is no slouch. A Mason. He's been on the canvas before. You know, he's tested. He got back up off the canvas to go and put the work in on the last guy. I think it's gonna be really, you know, Noakes is a pressure fighter too, man. So you know, he's super athletic. He also has some good footwork. He has a very unique range of punching combos that he uses, slick countering. Bro, listen, I'm riding with Mason. I don't think the fight goes to the distance. I think it'll be like KO. I think I'm probably gonna go KO 11. But look, I would not be surprised if both guys hit the canvas. Won't be surprised. So if y'all out there betting, you know, bet some knockdowns for sure. You know.
Yeah, no, I mean they're going to be heavy hitting for sure because as we've just mentioned, right, both of these fighters are most of the time getting KOs when they go out and fight. So they are going to be trying to get that KO, knock the other person out all times of this fight. So as you both mentioned, the lights can get turned out at any point in time. Clubber D, who you got in this fight?
This one's I mean, we all want to say Abdullah Mason, obviously because his pedigree, but like everyone's mentioned, Sam knows he can hit. Shakur Stevenson had interviews talk about when he sparred him and trying to say, you know, let me see how much power he has. He's like, he can actually crack. And Sam Noakes mentioned that interview, you know, they went 3 or 4 4-minute rounds, and you know he wasn't in shape, but you know he thought he held his weight against somebody like Shakur Stevenson. Thing with Abdullah Mason, man, he went down twice in the first round before, and if he does not tighten up that defense, you know, like Papi Choon said, like Skywalker said, he's gonna go down, and I feel the same way with Noakes. So like he can go down also. I think I'm in the same boat. I think it's gonna be multiple knockdowns. This might steal the show besides the Haney and Norman fight, but I think this one might steal the show. You know, I'm gonna see if I can do this kind of like Shannon Sharp style. Okay, I went to 7-Eleven. All dogs go to heaven. I got Abdullah Mason in 7. There we go.
All
there
right.
we go.
There
we go.
I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that. All right, cool. I agree with everything everybody said. I don't need to add to that. Again, two dudes trying to knock each other out, and both are probably getting knocked down. I got Mason, late KO 10.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Let's move it on to the next fight. We're going to start with you, Papi Choon, on this one. Jesse Bam Rodriguez, 22-0, 15 KOs versus Fernando Puma Martinez, 18-0 with 9 KOs. What you got in this one, Papi?
Yeah, this is actually going to be a pretty good one. Honestly, I think You know what? 11 is going to be my key number here. That's going to be my key number. I'm riding with 11. Rodriguez and 11. Other guys definitely coming to fight. You know what I'm saying? But Bam is that guy. He's next up. He's next in line for the crown on the Mexican side of the game. And, he's a great representative for him. So I'm just looking forward to seeing, how he dispatches of this guy. We all know that he has the skills to pay the bills, and you got a willing opponent that ain't getting ready to run and shell up like the last one did. So let's see what happens, man. But definitely Bam. I'm gonna take him in 11 though.
Bam in 11. Clubber D, what you got on this fight?
It's funny you say 11 because his opponent's last fight was on May 11th. So I like that. I like that little connection right there. Like you said, Bam is going to be the face of Mexican boxing pretty soon. If he's knocking on the door, and he's a 100% great representative. Okay, he's a good kid. Does everything the correct way, and he's one hell of a boxer. He's just that he's just in a weight class where the opposition isn't like in the other weight classes, so he's not that household name yet. But I think he will be there, and he will represent the lighter guys well. With that being said, I think this one, I was going to say this probably fight of the night, but it's just I feel it's more action in the Notes versus Abdullah Mason fight. So I'm thinking Bam is going to get majority decision, unanimous decision. I'm sorry, he's going to win. Just going to be just a lesson, a boxing lesson for everybody to see.
Okay, and I mean, both of these fighters have been fighting pretty much the same amount of time since 2017. They have pretty much the same amount of rounds. It's just that Martinez is 34 and Rodriguez is 25, and so when you have that age difference, that is going to play, into it, isn't it, Skywalker?
Yeah. See, the thing is, man, I respect all your guys' opinions, and I believe it could definitely go that way, and I like your logic behind it. But I believe this fight, for me, I think this is going to be the most competitive fight of the night, where it's going to be so damn close, and it's going to be a lot of fucking action, and we're going to be. And I believe now that I'm thinking, I said Abdullah Mason in 7. I'm thinking, damn, Noakes is also killer. It could end. That fight could be like a highlight reel. It could be like short fights. But I'm thinking this fight goes the distance.
Yeah.
And I believe Jesse Bam Rodriguez wins by split decision. And I think it's going to be a fight of the night, a potential fight of the year type of contender. Just a great fight, a great matchup. Fernando Martinez, no fucking slouch. Fought Ioka twice. You talk about, okay, so Ioka's beat the same coaching of Jesse Bam Rodriguez. So I just want to let you know that may be the style of boxing. You know what I mean? That could be, so if this guy beat Ioka twice with no problem, he's probably gonna give Bam some problems, man. And he also faced Choon and Cajas. He's got a lot of power. He's a banger. So that's why I'm in my head. I'm thinking he might not get knocked out. He's taking jaw and good IQ, and it's going to take him the distance in a fight of the night contender. But Jesse Bam's going to win a split decision. That's
I like it.
I believe in yours too, but I just that's how I feel.
I want that to happen because I'm a boxing fan. I want.
But it's an equal fight, man. It's a unification for 3 belts too, man.
That's exactly what I was going to say. Is because if all of y'all's predictions are correct, KO 11, unanimous decision or split decision, right?
I know what that was.
If
his dog caught him with his mouth open.
Yeah, I know. If all of y'all are correct, then and this is for isn't this for every title? It's undisputed,
almost
right?
undisputed. It's for 3 straps.
It's for the ring, the WBC, the WB. No, it's for all of them. It's the WBA,
No, it's not for
WBC,
the-
WBO, IBF, and rings.
It's unification though. They're missing one of the straps. Let me see. I know it's the WBC, WBO, and IBF, right? So
I don't know.
missing
On
the
Box Live, it's the
WBA.
WBA too. So
Okay.
yeah, check that. But I have under you know what I mean, a fight that would be very, very well. And that goes away from my prediction. I thought it was going to be
Still, I've seen 3 belts, but yeah, for sure.
okay. No, that's fine. We'll take your word on it. You probably
I
got
think
it.
Turkey's just
I
putting
think
the ring
around
one
the
because he
double
just
check.
owns the ring magazine, so that he's trying to interject the ring belt also. So,
Yeah, it is for 3. The IBF belongs to Wilbando Garcia
Mhm.
Perez.
Okay, cool. Thank you
This
for
is
that
the
correction.
WBC, WBA, and WBO. So the IBF belongs to Wilbando Garcia Perez. So
Okay.
it's for 3 straps plus the division.
and he's trying to make the ring one of the main ones also.
Awesome. Thank you for that correction.
It's
It
for
doesn't matter to me because I got Rodriguez KO 6. So I got it ending earlier, way earlier than you all do. I have him taking him down. Difference makes a difference. You know what I mean? Yes, definitely. As well, Andrew G,
Oh,
3100, bam, KO, TKO late. I didn't even realize what I said, so I have to go back and check the replay.
Papi Yayo
so-
said he likes
I'm a-
the European Commonwealth belt. He's a big fan of that.
They could probably use that belt in Atlanta and San Francisco somewhere. You know what I'm saying? That's the San Francisco belt.
I might have title belts on the
It's because it's the ring. Because Turkey bought the Ring
Mhm.
magazine, and the ring belt used to be kind of like the like the linear champion. Like if you were like the top guy, you get the ring belt.
Okay, yeah.
So that red, white, and blue looking belt, you get that. But now Turkey's trying to make that an actual belt. Instead of just
Right, that used to be
attaching it to
considered
the other.
the linear. Like whoever had all
So make
belts
their
would get that
own
one. Yeah.
division with just that belt. So that's why he's throwing these belts up for these guys and doing all that stuff.
Yeah,
Okay.
if I won that fight, I'd be like, yo, y'all could just keep that, fam. If we get RuPaul gonna be there to strap it on you, RuPaul gonna be real
Don't
close
do
to
that.
Why you-
No.
whatever.
Well,
Nothing
belt,
much.
they
Trying to
said-
put the belt on you.
Boots belt in the mill. Tim Witherspoon covered that event. It was at a park.
Yeah.
Philly. Yeah.
I mean, this is going to be a huge event. Turkey Al-Sheikh always puts on huge events. This is again this Saturday in Riyadh season, Saudi Arabia. Clubber D, we're going to start with you on this one for the WBO welterweight title. Brian Norman Jr. 28-0, 22 KOs versus Devin Haney, a favorite here on the Ball and Buzz Network. 32-0, 15 KOs. What you got on this fight?
To figure out, because I'm a fan of both fighters. I love the fact that Brian Norman went into the enemy territory and got the belt in fashion. And he went over to Japan and probably had the knockout a year. I like everything about Brian Norman as a fighter and outside of the ring, where they ask him, like, they do these little corny little, how do you feel about this outfit with Devin Haney versus designer stuff? He's like, I don't care. Like, why are you showing me another man's outfit? I'm here to fight.
Right.
And then at the press conference yesterday, he was like, I'm not here to talk all that mess. I don't want to get you off your game. I want you to train hard. I want you to get in that ring. I want to knock your ass out when you're at your best abilities. So all that talking and stuff, I don't care about all that stuff. I'm worried about getting in the ring, do what I do, and I do not want to make it. I don't want the judge is a throwback to real fighters and what fighters should be. Okay, he ain't worried about that fact stuff. He's here to fight. Haney, I'm always been a big Devin Haney fan. He looks like this is where he should have been when he fought Lomachenko. Okay, because he looks filled out like a normal 147 pounder, not Ethiopian. No disrespect to Ethiopians, but he's not as malnutrition. Malnourished. What am I saying?
I don't know, but you're just making it worse on the Ethiopians.
Yeah. Hey, some of them be skinny. So, hey, they stay in shape too. Hey, it's all good. But shout out to Ethiopia. Anyways, spicy ass food. I can't mess with that. But anyways, Devin Haney, I feel like his way is going to outbox Brian Norman Jr. His boxing, because I can see Norman knocking him out, and I can see Haney outboxing him. But I'm gonna go with my gut because it's big. So I'm gonna go with Devin Haney, unanimous decision, all 12 rounds.
Yeah, and as you mentioned, Brian Norman, huge puncher. He has 79% KO percentage, 22 out of his 28 fights. And he's, or also, on the other hand, is what I meant to say, on the other hand, Papi, in 2018, he also only has, according to Box Live, 100 pro rounds versus Devin Haney's 234. We know Devin Haney, as Club D mentioned, likes to go, doesn't like to go per se, but can go the distance and outlast you very much so in anybody who comes. He has good cardio.
Man, honestly, this whole time I've been saying somebody gonna have to, Devin might get slumped up in this one. You know what I'm saying? I've been saying that for a long time, but after further evaluation, listen, man, I don't want to take anything from either one of these guys. You know, I don't want to. If we're looking at it honestly, Devin Haney he has more experience. He came out of the Mayweather camp as a child. You know what I mean? So it's like you kind of got to favor the guy with the experience. From the looks of it, if you were just looking at, skill for skill, it actually fight Brian Norman the way that he fought Lomachenko, put on a beautiful boxing display, but don't get tired, then, I don't know. But I also, Brian Norman he hasn't really fought a fighter like Devin before that moves like that. But if your feet are a short night for you, we know that the Japanese fighters don't move their head, and that unfortunately it sent a man to a small coma for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And Devin almost got knocked into a coma by an enhanced guy. Let's not forget that. So you know what? This is what I would do if I was y'all. You know what? In the league, I think it's a win-win. I think it's a win-win for both guys. Devin's fighting his first fight at the new weight. This is the second weight class in like 3 fights or something like that, 4 fights maybe. I think this is Devin's natural weight. Norman has been fighting at 147. I could see Devin getting dropped late. I could see him getting dropped late, and I could see him holding on for dear life. Grab him and hold him. So I'm riding with draw or Devin Haney. If the fight goes a distance, I'm taking Devin Haney. And I don't know. Like I said, I'm probably gonna ride with draw, y'all. I'm sorry about this one. I'm probably gonna ride with draw. Just to be honest with
you. You are known for the outlandish and ridiculous picks.
Jab, bro.
The best jab, one of the best
Devin
jabs.
Haney comes out in the fight and he's pumping that jab and he's fainting. You know what I'm saying? And he's fainting. If he's coming out fainting and jabbing and moving around, it could be a long night for Brian. It could look like the Regis fight. If we're being honest, I just haven't seen Brian go in. Yeah, I haven't seen Brian go in the bag and be able to get around somebody like that. So let's see.
What kind of Devin Haney are we gonna see? You know, if the old Haney shows up, I'm gonna be eating crow, right? But I'm gonna just based off of last performances. I like the knockout over Jin Sensaki over there in Japan. Beautiful knockout, I think, and he's got a lot of knockouts, bro. I mean, he's got 22 knockouts out of 20. Great fighter. Like Ernest also mentioned, head movement. Devin Haney has a lot of good movement. He's a good boxer. I got Brian Norman knockout round 8.
All right. Wow. Brian Norman KO 8. Wow. Okay. I did not expect one of
Yeah,
those.
one of those like, wow.
Everybody
man.
he's a heavy hitter, so
Yeah,
he didn't knock you out. I just think that we've always talked about how superior of a boxer Haney is skill wise, right? In terms of being able to box and evade and not get hit and duck and move and all the things that go into being a very skilled boxer. We always say that about him. So I always figure if he's most likely going to outlast the person, if anything, just skill wise, and he has the cardio, as mentioned earlier. But for him to be, knocked out because he is before the Ryan Garcia fight, as you mentioned, the enhanced fight, usually able to duck some of those punches. So I got
well, the problem, he has the IQ, but when he fought Ryan Garcia, because it was like a bad blood fight, he threw his talent and everything out the window and started just going. First, he fought in Uggs, which is why do you got Uggs on? What are you doing? First of all, you're wearing Uggs. All right. So he kind of threw his game plan out the window and wanted to do a firefight with Ryan Garcia, which is dumb. If he does that with Brian Norman Jr., he's going to sleep. And second to that is they're already talking mad shit leading up to this fight, where one of the people, the dude had Brian Norman like this and his dad with the other hand like this, pushing him back. It was embarrassing.
Not the double, yo.
And I'm a big fan of Bill Haney. I'm a big fan of him, but I don't respect what he said about Brian Norman Jr. Brian Norman Sr.'s mom. You know what I'm saying? Like Haney, Bill Haney said something like "F your mom," whatever, and he said, "My mom's dead." And he's like, "I don't give a shit." So he like that shit's corny. Like, I don't like that stuff. And I'm a big fan of Bill Haney, but knowing that and still Norman doesn't looks like he's not going to get rattled, but Haney clearly has already been rattled before and he got rocked. So you do this with Norman, you're going to sleep. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He can knock the color out your hair. All right. So that's the thing with this. That's why I think I can see. I'm going with 12 is one of the best jabs in the business. So I'm thinking if he plays smart, it's going to go 12 rounds. He's going to jab. It'll be a boring fight, but if he gets into that pocket, it's going to be hot. Pepperoni and cheese.
Yeah.
90 minutes, 90 seconds.
Part of my logic too is if Devin Haney does get knocked out, then there is something wrong, because you know what I mean. Like, he's got a lot of skill, and sometimes when you take a beating from someone, you don't come out the same. After,
everybody was against him too. After they act like he's the one who cheated.
And also, another part of my logic to me saying that, and I hate to feed off about negative stuff that I see, but I see him overweight, like really heavy dude, like not in fighter shape. When he's not your athleticism, when you let yourself get out of shape like that, So he's got to keep that, He's got a good. He used to have one of the best jabs in boxing. Mm-hmm. Let's see if he has that jab to keep Norman out.
I see the play though. I see the play. They already, if the rumors are true, if Ryan Garcia after losing fights Barrios at 147, we see the play. If that's official, because he's got reinstated, he gets a title shot with Barrios, which is, I don't know how you lose. You get caught doping, you lose, and then you move up to 47, you get an automatic title shot. I don't know how that's happening, but they're saying that might be the play. So obviously it's going to be the rematch. That's what they're going to build up. So that's why I'm like, I can see no winning, but
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no doubt. Shout out. Yep, I was just going to get to him. Shout out to Champ Ross. Appreciate you, brother. Hey, everybody. Again, this gives me a time to promote this. We are all in a boxing fight picks group. Champ Ross does an amazing job running that for us. It is free to join. You can win prizes multiple times per year. It's really fun. You just pick the outcomes of the season, and you get scored on your correctness of your fight picks, which is why we give you these fight picks here, so you can use them as advice and as well to put on your betting parlays. Shout out to Champ Ross, and if you would like to join the Boxing Champs panel, and let us know. So if you know any of us, just reach out by comment or by DM, and we will get you in there. And as well, he says, turkey card, which fight you guys think is most prime for an upset Saturday night? So there's a question for everybody. What?
Fernando Martinez, like I said, that was the most competitive. I think he's going the distance.
Anyone else?
I'm going to say.
Brian Norman.
I'm just going to say upset, period, because this is supposed to be free. Turkey, you said this was going to be free.
Hey, is Brian Norman underdog, right?
We got
Haney fight. Haney's favorite.
Let me check.
I don't know. I wouldn't give Haney me personally. I wouldn't give him the favorite because he's first fight moving up to this class.
You look bad, right? So Brian Norman looked great his last fight, and Haney looked horrible his last fight.
And the argument that Haney has is like, you ain't fought nobody, and then he's like, you ain't really fought nobody. It's a back and the back and forth has been great with them two.
110 and 110.
Interesting.
Man, look at Papi, Choon, Yayo. I'm trying to tell y'all, fam. Your boy might be on to something here.
Well, one thing is that Haney's been over in Saudi for a while. Norman just got a week or two ago, so
Haney's
acclimated to
fat before, so they'd be like,
drinking non-alcoholic beverages. Hey, hold up a second, Skywalker. We ain't doing that. Ain't Bam Rodriguez a snack fighter too?
Probably,
yeah.
Okay, hey, listen, I ain't trying to hear that shit this week. So if Devin accidentally,
that's what I'm saying. That shit could cut some shit. Yeah, cut you up.
if Devin accidentally sleeps Norman and Bam sleeps his dude, I don't want to hear the word snack mentioned.
It's a good supplement.
That's all I'm saying.
Is it Benavidez one too?
Yeah, bro. Yeah, but you don't never.
Yeah, all right. Shout out to everybody again, and shout out on Instagram. Everybody watching on Ball and Buzz. Jason Howard, our brother, says, "Yo, shout out to you."
I was playing the Arc Raiders with him earlier. We was in Arc Raiders.
Oh, is that what you were? I didn't know that was a video game.
He had the best. We got about the mission. We were both dead, and he hit the button. We got about it with our loot. Shout out to anybody that plays Arc Raiders, okay? If you do, hit me up. Clubber D at YouTube. I need a team. I'm tired of getting looted. They be getting me out there.
I love it. That's great. Shout out to everybody else in the comments as well. Dan, the life and boxing barber, Jeremy Ramos. Shout out out there in your way, Skywalker. Jeremy Ramos. He came and fought here at Country Box, Puerto Rican boxer. I thought you're always considering a draw. Get out of here. That's great. All right, cool. Well, obviously, huge, card this weekend put together by Turkey Al Sheikh again. It's going to be this weekend, and so the last fight of the evening is going to be. And by the way, you know what? I love this promo image. Just a beautiful promo image there that they put together. So just had to show that. But the last fight of the evening, David Benavidez versus Anthony Yarde. So let's go ahead and get into this gentleman. Anthony Yarde is 27-3. Is Yarde or Yard?
Yard.
Okay.
Yard, yeah.
Thank you for the correction. Appreciate that. 27-3 versus David Benavidez, 30-0. Benavidez, he has a 4-inch reach advantage according to Box Live. Also, both of these guys, heavy hitters, over 80% KO for both of them. Also, Yard debuted 2 years after Benavidez and has about 35 rounds less than David Benavidez. All right, cool. So with all
that, I believe the hand speed of David Benavidez is going to be too much for Yard. I think it's going to be a quick fight. I think Yard's going going to try to get in there and bang. He tried to do that with Benavidez when he fought him. Expect a slugfest. Someone's going to go to sleep, man. And I think it might be a ref stoppage with a bunch, just, maybe get him stunned with some shots. I'm going to say David Benavidez KO round 4.
KO 4. So an early KO for David Benavidez. And again, these guys are going to be throwing punches trying to here. So, Yayo, excuse me. What do you got on this fight?
Man, I used to like Anthony Yarde, man. I think that, what I'm saying, somebody from the UK had to be in something like real special, you know what I'm saying? But it just seems like he never really got over the hump of being like just the best in his own area type deal, you know what I mean? And, unfortunately, he ran into having no hot water for him. They turned that off. They lost his luggage.
All that's just on purpose.
They did it greasy. They did it greasy over there, and he I don't know, man. I feel like, he has a nice counter punching style. He has some creative, combinations again that he uses, body to head type deal, but unfortunately, it's going to be more of the same thing. Because, David Benavidez hit his last opponent at that weight class with the whole thing, bro. He just gave him the whole thing. Pause.
Wow.
And I think it's going to be a whole lot of that.
That's correct.
But I don't. 11 is my thing. I think for today, I think KO 11. I think David Benavidez is not. I think the referee is going to jump in and just stop the onslaught. David's output he has a high output. He likes to work in close range too. And if Yarde starts getting on the back foot, it's going to look real bad with David walking him down. But again, this could be a sneaky situation where David tries to walk him down and gets caught with a counter left hook or something, and he ends up on the canvas. Have we really seen that yet? Right? Have we seen it? Now this is a big puncher that he's fighting. You know what I mean? So I'm still taking David by TKO 11. The referee stops the fight, or the corner throws the towel in, something like that. Expect the audience to be kind of bland, because that's just kind of what they give us. So I'm riding with David Benavidez, KO 11.
Interesting. 11. You've been riding those creation codes there. You're gonna have to look that up and see what that means.
If you look in the league over there, Papi Choon Yayo's on the top with all the KO picks. You feel me?
Oh, okay. There you go. Well, hey, we got some comments. Champ says, Clubber D, damn right. Broncos, let's ride. Hey, Omar, I thought I smelled something. Okay, that's real nice. You're lucky I didn't read the whole comment first. That's real nice. Shout out Gary.
Hey,
good evening, he says. Appreciate
that's Nonito. Shout out to Nonito Donaire. That's they're having camp in the Philippines right now.
Oh,
that's the WBA Reggie champ, 4-division world champion, Nonito Donaire. He has a fight coming up. That's Tata Jerry right there. Shout out to the team. Much love. Let's go, Nonito.
Thank you so much for tuning in. Yeah, Champ Nonito's televised fight at Best TV for anybody that wants to find that fight.
All right. Look a brother up.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Love some lumpia.
Hey,
Angel Diaz says Anthony Yarde runs out of gas. Andrew G 3100 says Yarde doesn't have a 12-round gas tank. And he also says ref stoppage, TKO, agree with Papi Choon Yayo. All right, cool. We're caught up there.
Former world champion in the chat too, Morris East. He's in there.
Shout
too.
out.
Nice.
Salute. Thank you for tuning in, everybody. That being said, Clipperty, you are going to round us out here. This is for the WBC light heavyweight, championship of the world. Who do you have?
Well, shameless plug. We do a show called Sunday Showdown every Sunday around 7:15 Eastern Standard Time, and we talk about the football games that's happening. We try to touch on college before the Sunday night game. This past Sunday, I predicted that James Franklin will be coach of Virginia Tech. The team I love, Virginia Tech Hokies, he will be the coach. and he was announced the coach on Monday, I believe. Is that right, Omar? Did I say that correctly?
That is correct. That is
okay.
Correct. You did have that correct.
And Yarde was basically the David Hay of this newer generation. Ever since the Kovalev fight, he has not been the same, all right? But he has that power. We've seen Benavidez at this weight class. He is a monster, but he's not the same he was at 168. What I'm going to tell you right now, round 4, Anthony Yarde will be going Yarde with a TKO knockout.
What?
All right.
That's his upset right there.
I might snore Yarde in 4.
All right, yeah. That's why you finish the league somewhere between 50 and 60.
It's not for money, so I don't care.
No, I'm just playing with you, fam.
I'll put that. Hey. If it's a real deal, Holyfield, okay. All right. You guys get a 2-second prediction from me. Sorry, champ.
Hey, look, y'all. I will forgive you if you go away from Cover D's pick there for the parlay, as everyone else has a different pick. But hey, if you want to be outlandish, Cover D had a pick for you right there that a lot of people say Yarde in 4, he says. I'm going to agree with the other gentleman. Closer what Skywalker said. David Benavidez is a monster. Yes, I get what Clubber D just said, and that's true. Not the monster of former times, but I still think that he's going to KO him, and I think it's going to be early. KO 6 is what I have in this one for Benavidez. By the way, shout out to our brother Shane Moore on IG. Clubber D.
He just called me and said I'm doing the show, mother.
No.
Hey, I agree with you, but he gets the moniker monster, but a lot of his stoppages is because he's unloading combos and the ref is like jumping in to stop it. It's not him, not like a Brian Norman Jr. knocking out Jinsen Saki type of knockout.
Thank you for that. I'm changing to TKO then.
Stopping power of Benavidez is more pressure and on not giving the opponent a chance to throw back. You know what I'm saying? So the ref forces the ref to stop it. So a lot of Benavidez's wins come from that. So that's why I said round 4. I just think he's just going to overwhelm and maybe even stun Yarde.
100%. I actually have Benavidez in 8 because I just don't. If Yarde can crack him, yes, but I don't think Yarde can do. I really got Benavidez in 8, but I just had to go. Everyone's going. I had to go against the grain.
No, I like it.
Everyone's going this way. Somebody got to switch it up. And if I'm right,
man, listen, man. Anthony Yarde is alive. He's a live bet, bro. I'm telling you, anywhere from like probably first round to the 5th, maybe 6th round. He could catch him somewhere between there, but he's gonna be accumulating some damage in between there, boy.
It's just Benavidez hasn't really felt the power at that weight class, I don't think, just yet, because he fought Morrell at that weight class. They were both coming up from 168, and he fought Hot Rod. No, Morrell fought Hot Rod. Who did?
Morrell got worked. He been
Yeah, there you go.
This
This is his 3rd fight at this weight class, so we really haven't seen him get cracked, and he's going against somebody that can crack. And like you said, Papi Yayo, in the first few rounds, that's about it. He's gonna gas out. But I need to see if he can take that power. You know what I'm saying? If he can't,
me and Ernest interviewed Grosdick back in the day before he was supposed to fight. Who's he supposed to fight back then? Remember that? We interviewed him, and he told us, man, he came with the class with Lomachenko, all them, man. They got a lot of fights, bro. The dude had like over 400 fights, some crazy amount of fights, bro. A lot of experience.
The disembodied voice from the far beyond. Will you just get back on camera? We got 2 more minutes.
Why we got this empty box this whole time? This empty box got to go.
I know. Come on, 86. Come on, JDB. Josh, you let us know. No, I'm joking. Shout out to 86 Boxing. I'll make sure you tap in with them as well. First 5 rounds will be interesting. That being said, thank y'all for tuning in. Make sure if you do want to join Boxing Champs Fight Pick Group, Champ Ross runs a great group. Get with any of us here on the stream. Again, free to play. You can win money. It's a lot of fun.
Subscribe on YouTube at Ball and Buds.